Hi guys, welcome back to Gay Flag Fridays. This is our third week, and I'm very thankful that I've continued this series and I've thought a lot about it. And today's video was going to be, oh my god, my cats are going crazy. Today's video was going to be about, a transition with a friend of mine, an interview, but unfortunately, she couldn't make it today, so that will be next week's, and I'm kind of happy about it because I have my daughter here with me today. My son is at his grandmother's tonight, and I wanted to talk about the whole reason that there is a thing called lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or straight, and that reason is love. And last night, I watched my daughter every day from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Excuse the spit, I don't know if you saw that. But, and sometimes, you know, there's only so much I can do to, you know, keep her happy, keep her entertained, you know. And so sometimes we just catch ourselves staring at one another. You know what I mean? And I was looking in her eyes and I was thinking how much I love my daughter and I love my children. You know, if you have children, to anybody out there who has kids, you know this feeling whenever you catch your daughter or your son staring at you. And it's just a beautiful moment. And that got me thinking to partners, to my fiance, to, you know, the different kind of love. Because there are different kinds of love. You know, family love. And the love with your partner, you know, pet love, everything. But today I wanted to talk about partner love. And I have loved a woman. I am bisexual, and I did have a partner that I loved. She was beautiful. I moved in with her. We had a great relationship, and we're still friends to this day. Unfortunately, we just weren't compatible. But I know that this doesn't have to do with being gay, but I know it doesn't matter, because you all understand this. Gay, lesbian, straight, whatever, bisexual, transgender, you all understand this feeling. The partner that you are with, whether you're married, it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, to where you catch yourself staring at that person, and that feeling that you get, like that safety, that comfort, that's love, you know? And I know this is being brought up so much in the community that it's like, you know, the politicians who won't legalize in some states, it's like, haven't you ever, like, looked at your partner and forgot about all that? Like, forgot about the things you were taught growing up, you know, Christianity, religion, whatever keeps you from wanting somebody to be in love, you know? It's like, how do I explain this? Like, when I look at my fiancé, I catch myself staring at him, and I forget the world. I forget all my beliefs for a minute. It's like a moment suspended in time. That's like, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters, you know? So I'm asking all those people out there, why, if you have felt that love with somebody, why are you so afraid to let anybody else feel that same way, whether it be boy on boy, girl on girl, you know? And don't, oh my god, I always have to say this, please do not bring up the argument, well, what if you look at your pet and you're sexual? That's not it. No, shut up. Like, seriously, please do not comment below or something, or send me a message and say, well, this and that, because people are born with a sense of instinct, and you know, I was thinking about that as well, like instinct. I think the only reason that, gay, bisexual, anything, you know, has been going on since the beginning of time. I believe that when Christianity was invented, religion, not Christianity, well, yeah, Christianity, when it was invented, it was just looked down upon because men were ashamed. When a woman and a woman kiss, guys think it's the hottest thing in the world. When a man and a man kiss, everybody just thinks it's gross. I mean, women don't. Some women do, actually. Never mind, I take that back. And I think at the time that it was written that a man shall not lie with a man, people were just ashamed and just not looking at it correctly. But since the beginning of time, I guarantee, way back when, there were, you know, guys and guys, women and women, and it wasn't judged upon at all because there was not a such thing as mind control and being brainwashed and manipulation and everything like that. But back to what I was saying, yeah, like, there's a form of instinct that I thought about the other day, and even growing up, like, when I was raised Catholic and then I was raised Christian, it, like, switched, and I thought, in my instinct, even whenever I was taught about never to lie with a man or another woman or whatever, that it just felt okay to me to do that, you know? Not even because I was bisexual at the time, because I didn't experience that. I just didn't think, I always thought straight about love. I was like, well, you know, if a person loves a person, what does it matter? You know what I mean? What does that matter? Because, you know, there's the high schoolers that, you know, start dating for the first time and they're like, I'm in love. But I believe that real, true, fucking love that's just bare and open and clean is the love when you look in your partner's eyes and you just feel the oneness connected. And that's what stemmed from me looking at my daughter last night to talk about this today. And no, not that kind of love, obviously. But just looking at my daughter and, like, her looking at me, and it was like, you were a part of me at one point. I loved my fiance so much. Like, I have a little story here. All my life, and I don't care what you say about me, because I'm being open, I'm being real, I'm being honest. I lost my virginity at 14, and I used a condom. But I remember one time the condom broke, and I was so afraid of getting pregnant, but I was, like, about 15, 16. At the time, you had to have a parent or a person 21 or up sign for the morning after pill, Planned Parenthood. So I let it go in fear, petrified I was going to get pregnant. So I didn't get pregnant, thank God, I got my period. And then after that I thought, oh, I'm not going to get pregnant at all. So the partners that I had, I never used a condom. I'm STD free to this day. Obviously they check when you have children, and my partner and I, but thank God I didn't get an STD. I always use protection, you know, but I didn't because, you know, I was naive. And it turns out, when I went to the doctor, they told me, 3 different doctors told me I couldn't have children because my uterus is tilted back, so the semen can't reach to go far up or whatever to reach the egg. So when I met Victor, my fiance, I was with a guy for 3 years before that, prior, that we tried to get pregnant. We tried everything there is, oh my God, and it just wouldn't work. But with Victor, it was different because when we made love, there's a difference between having sex and making love. And we made love, Victor and I. Like, if this is too much for you, turn it off. But Victor and I made love, and it was real, it was passionate, it was beautiful, and it still is, but, you know, like, I remember, I think it was like the 4th time we ever made love, and it was just, I remember that was the night I conceived. It was actually proven, because I remember the dates, and, like, in the time period that was there was no, you know what I mean, you couldn't calculate it to, whatever, you get it. So, that's when I conceived, and I remember going to the doctor, or the hospital, or the ER, because I was having these severe cramping pains to the point where it kept me up at night so bad that I was taking pain pills over it. Like, it was so bad. And, excuse me, don't worry. It's vape, it's not gonna hurt my child. Shut up. So, long story short, I was in the hospital, and I remember the doctor coming in. He was this Arabian guy, and he looked at me, and he's like, "You're pregnant," and he walked out, and it was the first time I got pregnant, and I was shocked. And I went home, I remember, it was the most exciting night of my life. Me and my fiancé were like, we're pregnant, you know, because I always wanted to have a child. I just, was told I couldn't. So, I genuinely believe with all my heart the reason I conceived, is not only because, you know, maybe my uterus was not, you know, as bad as it was said, but also because it was love that created this child. And, you know, so the point I'm trying to make, and then I ended up with 2 children, got my tubes tied, blah, blah, blah. Best children of my life, you get it. But the point I'm trying to make is love has no fucking boundaries. Like, the real love. There is real love. Love is also painful. There is hard times, but just the real, pure, clean love is absolutely mind-boggling. It's frightening, almost, you know? And that's what all religious figures came here to teach. To the people who think homosexuality is immoral, Joseph Martelli, just think about it for a moment. Jesus came to this earth to preach love. He didn't come here to preach, you know, hate this, hate that, you know. All it was love. Every religious figure, if you look back, just preaches one thing, and that is love. Except for, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together. But every religious figure preaches love. Even Satanism preaches love. Like, believe it or not, it's not all about, like, killing babies and drinking their blood. Like, it's about love. And, you know, there was a quote I read once that said, like, love can make you walk on water, and it made me think of Jesus. So, to the people who think homosexuality is immoral, just drop your Christianity for a minute and think about Jesus himself, and what was he trying to preach, honestly. I don't think it was Jesus who wrote that a man shall not lie with a man. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. But, so, why, to the politicians, why to the people who hate gays, are you going to take that away from someone? If you've experienced it before, why not spread it? Why not let somebody else feel that way? Why do you have to get, or cringe when you see 2 guys kissing or 2 women kissing? Yeah, of course there are some people that, you know, gays and that just have sex for pleasure, but there's straight people that just have sex for pleasure. You know, it's not just, you know, the gays who go out and, you know, get it in the ass, you know, for pleasure. You know, straight people do that too. So I'm asking you guys, to the people watching this who are hating my content and just watching me to troll me or whatever, think about that for a moment. Have you, oh god, are you okay, sweet? Just kind of fell over. Think about that for a minute. Have you ever experienced that love? And why shouldn't other people be able to experience that love, no matter what their gender is, or no matter what they consider themselves as? Why? I mean, this is so cheesy, hippie sounding, but if everybody in the world just, like, spread that kind of love that we feel when we look at our children, and when we look at our partners, and, you know, our pets and everything, the world would genuinely be a better place. Like, drop money for a second and just, like, look at the world and the earth for what it is. If there was no money and there was nothing and there was, you know, blah, 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 what would we have? Love. You know, and of course I believe in the yin-yang and, what do you call it, equality and everything, and not gay and gender equality. I'm talking about, you know, how hate has to balance it. But it would balance itself in other ways, you know, like with Mother Nature and everything like that. So, yeah, you're getting annoyed. So, I'm just gonna end today's Gay Flag Fridays with that. Like, why is it so hard? I really want a direct answer to that. What is so wrong with love? Real, true, pure love. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's all I pretty much have to say. What is the matter, little gear? Why is you so mad? Why don't you say hello? Say hi, everybody. So, thank you guys for watching, but I'm literally asking that direct question. To the people out there who hate gays and lesbians and bisexuals, why are they any different from you when they're looking at their partners and feeling those same feelings whenever we look at our partners? And those same feelings when they look at their adopted children or their, you know, what do you call it, I think, whatever, children, when we look at our children, or what's different? What is different, honestly? Is it, whenever you drop it and you just straight up think of the love, what is different? Answer me that. Seriously, answer me that. Drop your religion for a moment. Drop it. And tell me what is so fucking wrong. And yes, I'm swearing in front of my children. She has no idea what I'm talking about, so shut up. So, please answer me that, to the people who just hate the gays and whatever, and just explain this to me. So, thank you for watching. Next week, I will have that interview up if my friend is available, and From my daughter and I, we hope you have a great night, and love. We love you. Bye.